Hey, it's Sergio. How are you?
Hey, how are you, Pat? Thank you.
Just for cool. Just for everyone listening to this, Sergio and I have known each other for a couple of years. Sergio has been incredibly busy lately, and we said that we're going to get together on Skype and just find out what we've both been doing. And then we thought, why don't we record it so everybody else can find out what we've been doing as well? So that sounds all right, doesn't it?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, basically, let me tell you what I know about what you've been doing, and you can fill in all the gaps, because I actually want to know more about what's going on.
All right.
About a year ago now, I can't believe that it's a year ago, you told me that you were going to launch your first product. And you said it was going to be about Word. We had a little discussion about it, and we thought, what you're good at? You're good at computers. You're good at educating people. You're good at communicating. You're good at WordPress. You're great at blogging. It was the point that I was telling you how jealous I was of you, because you write a blog post and you get like thousands of comments from all over the place, and you're interacting with people. And we just thought, if anyone can teach people about blogging, it's you. So you decided to do a blogging course, and a year later, you're still at it.
Yeah.
It's taken a while. Can you tell me why did you decide that blogging would be something that you would teach people, and why should they buy a product about blogging? Can you make money from blogging, basically, and can you help people make money from blogging?
Okay, that's like three questions in one. The first.
I'm
No, don't worry. First of all, thank you for having me here, and I think, well, it's why did I decided to create a blogging training in the first place? It's because I really think that you shouldn't fake it until you make it. You know, it's a really bad thing or bad rep between marketers right now. And WordPress is something that I've been working with for 3 years now, and I think that I'm really experienced already with it. So I actually wanted to create something that I already dominated, and WordPress is one of those things. And for the second part of the question, I think you asked if I could. Well, why would I teach about blogging? And I think that it took me about 1 year to get where I wanted to be at. That it was creating this community about the things that I know about, and it was really great to see the interaction that I had with the people visiting my blog. So I found out a few tricks here and there that actually helped me out to interact a lot more with more people, and I think that's actually something that it's a must-have to be successful in the blogging industry, or for anyone that wants to have a website of their own, whether it's for business or for branding or for whatever it is. And for the last bit of the question about making money with a blog, well, the idea is that you need to have a central hub. It's not that the blog itself is going to make you money. You have to have something, and the blog is only like the service or the tool to actually make that a reality. So I already put all the pieces together, and that's why I decided to create this training.
Mm-hmm. So basically the blog. Yeah, so the blog, in a way, it could be like your shop window, basically. It could
exactly.
be like, hey, you get everybody in here looking at the blog. They're going to find out a little bit more about you, what sort of a marketer that you are, the sort of things that you like. And then they'll be introduced to, hey, I've got this product, or I've got this service.
Yeah,
and that's where a blog can do it. One of the things that I noticed from getting to know you, I mean, the reason that I know so much about you is mainly from your blog and from your writing.
Right.
Obviously, we've spoken quite a lot on Skype and things as well, and via email. But the thing that always struck me about you with your blog is that you are so frighteningly honest about it. I mean, you write stuff. I've actually said to you, I wish I was able to write as honestly and openly as you are. You wrote about being thrown into jail because you were you ended up being wrongly accused of drink driving, and the experiences that you created in that blog post. It was almost as though you were there. You've spoken of happier times as well. I think you announced your engagement on your blog.
Yeah.
You had pictures of you and your now fiance going to Las Vegas. We saw you getting out the ring. All of this was you basically let everybody in.
Yeah.
And you're very open. And the good thing that I like about that, and the good thing that I like about blogging, is that people now, they know you. So you've got a community of people that really know you and they like you. So when you recommend something, there's going to be people who go like, oh, that's Sergio. He's that cool, crazy Mexican guy. Yeah. I'll take his advice. And is that what, with your new project, Authority Blog Profits, you want to help other people to do the same?
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Get their personality over in a blog so that people can get to know them too?
Yeah. The idea is that this is really common as well, but for some people maybe they haven't heard it before. But it's there's this know, like, and trust factor that you have to have, and a blog is the perfect place to actually achieve that. And the reason that I am so open about this, it's because it's really hard when you actually know a person like that much to get a recommendation from this person that is not a genuine recommendation, like it's just for the money, or it's he really trying to help me out. So it's like you have this friendly tone all the time on your blog, and you get to open to these people, and then you get people to actually be proactive about your recommendations or the products or the services that you offer there. So yeah, it's actually the things that you mentioned there about the going to jail and all that stuff. I actually wrote about getting my identity theft, some identity theft.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that
and
as well.
It was a store where they actually like cloned my credit card, and there was a order for 2 products there, and I didn't even know about that store ever in my life. And I got writing with it, and I actually published the whole story, and then people from the actual store came to my blog and they left me a few comments there and on Twitter as well, and they offered me to get me a discount, and they actually helped me solve the issue. And it was like this little big thing that got through the power of blogging and a combination with social media as well. So they were really, really amazed that I had like such a really low or calm state while dealing with all the stuff that I had to go through. And it was kind of great to actually talk to these people. So it was through blogging, because otherwise, if I didn't have the blog, then nothing of that would have happened ever. So yeah, it's really useful in many different ways.
So I think on a blog, the great thing about it is that you can give freely of yourself to other people.
Yeah.
And I know from talking to others that have wanted to start blogs and are kind of a little bit nervous. They're going like, but people won't be interested in me because I don't have a story to tell. Everyone's got a story to tell, and I think the thing that I always tell people is, and I know you do as well, is that the best advice I can give is just be yourself.
Exactly.
And just tell whatever it is your own story. Because if you're blogging, the chances are that you're actually already in some sort of a niche that really fascinates you, that you're an authority on already.
Yeah.
So use that. Just let your passion for whatever it is sort of come out in your blog. If you're having a bad day, write about the bad day that you're having.
Yeah.
You've written about terrible days that you've had. If you've had a good day, you had a good day when you got you made quite a bit of money out of one client, and you did a blog post, and you were there counting your money out on the counter.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, so everyone knows that. You bought a computer and you didn't like it, so you took it back and you said, hey, I'm going to build my own computer. And then we saw you on your hands and knees with bits of computer all over the place, and you built the thing. People get to, so they know that you do the stuff that you say you do because they can see it. And I think that's the great thing about blogging, that it allows people to see the real person behind whatever it is that you may be marketing or that you may be selling. The other thing that people say to me a lot is that they want to start blogging, but they've got absolutely no idea how to start. I mean, some people don't even know, they don't even understand that you have to first buy the domain, get someone to host it, and then put WordPress on it. And they go, how do I put WordPress? What do I put it on? Can you help them?
Yeah, absolutely. The idea, well, first of all, for the people that do not know what to write about once they are already convinced that they do need to have a like their marketing hub, which is a blog. It's that just like you said, everyone has a story, and what I say, actually, what you said about being yourself, it's actually what has the answer right there. Because if I want to create this WordPress training, and then you want to create your own WordPress training, we are not the same people, you know. You're Patrick, and I'm Sergio, and you're from England, and I'm from Mexico, and I have this accent, and then you have your own stories. You are yourself, and I'm myself, you know. And there are people that are going to connect better with you, and there are people that are going to connect better with me. So it's not like we have this competition between each other, you know. It's somebody, you have your audience, and I have my audience, and that's how it should be, you know. And that's why you get to see a lot of trainings on the same topics or the same niche or whatever, you know. It's not like there's one unique training on one single topic, you know. There's a lot of it.
And I'll tell you what I love about blogging as well, and especially when you do it openly and honestly, like we do it, when you allow the person to get to know you. I've got to know you through your writing, and I've got to know other people from my blog, and you've got to know people from yours. You actually can build up genuine friendships with people as well. Absolutely. And you can build up like business alliances with them. And one of the main reason that I know, even without having seen any of your training, the reason that I know that Authority Blog Profits is going to be good is because that whenever I have a problem with WordPress, and I've had a couple of problems with it during the years, I've always come to you. I said, Sergio, please help me. And you go like, hey, what's up? And I go like, I've broken WordPress again. And you go like, what did you do? And I go like, I don't really know, but I think I deleted something. And then you shout at me for deleting stuff without backing it up. And then you say, okay, right, I'll sort it out. And you're the person that gets it sorted out for me. And thank you for doing that on the occasions that you've done. But it's only because that we've built up a friendship, because I've seen what you've done, you've seen what I've done, and we've, we realized that we got sort of skills and we can help each other out a little bit. So that's good. I really like the fact that blogging can do that. I think for too long, and it's something that I've said on numerous occasions, marketers, the old-fashioned marketers, have hidden behind walls and stuff, and I don't like that. I don't really trust people who hide behind walls. I want to know, if I'm going to buy something off somebody on the internet, I want to know who that person is.
Exactly.
And that's where that helps. So your product, Authority Blog Profits, how's it coming? Okay. When can we see it?
Okay. Well, I think actually I'm going to answer the question that you did before.
Okay.
For the newbies and the people that already, that they have their blog up and running, or they maybe did some research and they figure out they want to have a blog. And there's a lot of, or a million things that can go wrong with your first WordPress blog, and I actually went through a few myself. And the idea that you have to start the right way from the beginning is because there are a lot of things that are really hard to fix once you are already running. There are many of those, and I actually failed in a few things myself because I didn't have the expertise or the knowledge in the beginning. So you normally go and start Googling or searching for the things that you need to have answers to, or you go to YouTube, and the reason or the actual, you can be proactive and start doing the things, but the thing is you get pieces from every different people, and one of them can be really knowledgeable in the area or the topic, and one of them can be just a 13-year-old kid that does not know really what he's doing, and then you can end up with a puzzle that doesn't represent anything at all. So that's the idea of getting it right from the start. And as you said, when I was when I have helped you in the past, the reason I decided to create the training was because just like you, I have many other people that also visit the blog and have asked me on a private way how to do something or how to fix something, which is actually even more problematic for them. And the reason I decided to create the training is because it's easier to put everything in one place than to be answering all these private messages, and I just help one person with that. So
Yeah.
even if I created a blog post about a specific answer for for every single thing that I have been asked before, it will be like this huge blog, and it will be really hard to make it on a step-by-step basis. You know, it will be just it will be super overwhelming to anyone. And the reason, well, when you give too many options, people tend to do nothing. So that
Yeah.
was really a no-brainer for me to create the training, because then you can put it every single thing step by step, and people do not get lost, and they actually go. If you already have a blog, then you can just go at the pace where you think that you are, and if you don't have a blog at all, then you can start right from the start. So that's the reason why I created the training. And the training, the current state, it's, I think so far I have 17 modules, and I have a little bit more than 100 videos so far. And I think that I still need to record a few more videos for maybe 2 modules. But the training
Okay.
is already, the training is created and ready for students that if they actually land on the training right now, it will take them a few days to actually watch the whole thing. So it's not created in a way that will overwhelm anyone. It's just step-by-step basis. So that's where the product is at, and I believe I'm going to be launching it in the next day. So
Yay!
we're getting
Cool.
there finally.
That's good. I'm so pleased to hear that, because
Yeah.
a lot of people that I know have been going like, "When's Sergio launching his product?"
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know.
soon, man. It's soon. Yay! You've been saying that for months. Yeah, I know, but it is really is soon now. The one thing that I want to say to people, because this is just so important. I'm going to just say in my own words what you've just said. WordPress to me is the best blogging platform. It just simply is the best. I wouldn't even consider anything else. But there's one thing that you really have to do with it, and it's you have to set it up right from the beginning.
Yeah.
If you set it up right from the beginning, you're going to get the best out of it. If you don't, and say you've been blogging for 6 months, there are some things that you can't change them anymore, because all your
Exactly.
posts will get lost or something, or it won't work. If you can set it up right from the beginning, you're laughing. And this is the main problem.
Yeah.
If you're new to it, how do you know how to set it up right from the beginning? I've always said I wanted someone who I could trust that just says, look, this is what you do. You don't even have to understand why I'm telling you this. Just do these steps. Literally just do them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do them, your blog is going to look great. After a while, say 6 months down the line, you can go, oh, I know why he told me to do that now. I can see why he said to do that.
Exactly.
And there's so much training out there. Some of it's good, some of it's mediocre, some of it is absolute rubbish. But I really like the fact that you've sourced everything, and you've got it from the point of view of someone who wants to know how to start, and you've just distilled all your knowledge as well and said, all right, you do this, next thing you want to do is that, and then you want to do these 3 things, then you want to take a little break and start doing that, and that is just so powerful. It's really good. And the fact that you say you got like over 100 videos, that kind of suggests that they're like shorter videos, which means that people can do you do like one topic, one video? Is that the kind of way that you've done it?
Because I mean, I have been through that myself, that I have been through a lot of training, and there's a lot of people that say, okay, I am going to teach you how to install your WordPress blog for the first time, and I am like, okay, I'm going to take notes and whatever I need, all right? And then I start the video, and then I see the video is about an hour long, so it's 60 minutes, and I'm like, okay, this is, maybe I need to get my water and put myself in the state that I'm going to be 1 hour of my time going through this. And then you are recommended to do a ton of stuff, and the overwhelming, it's major with that. When it's something that you do not know or dominate yourself, it can get really overwhelming really fast. So my idea with this was to separate every single topic that I could find and every single action, not the topic itself, to separate everything and create shorter videos that I'm telling you, this is how you do it, this is why I do it like this, and this is why you should do it like this as well. And then you see the video, and the videos, I mean, I have videos that are like 1.5 minutes probably, or 2 minutes, and I do have a few minutes, but there are like 2 or 3 that are like probably half an hour, but it's because I'm showing you stuff and you just have to sit back and you don't have to be taking notes, because I already took the notes for you, and it's really laid back information and training. So it's not like you are getting a gazillion things of technical things that you have to go through, or it's something like that. I wanted to avoid that because I think it is a mistake a lot of people have these days with their trainings. So that's 100 and plus videos may sound like, oh my god, I'm not going to watch all that crap, you know, that's too much. But it's not like that. It's everything, it's modularized, and everything is on a step-by-step basis. And the idea to create it like that as well, there are a few reasons I decided to do it like that. One of them, I mean, it's because WordPress is so dynamic and changes so much that if I created a 60-minute video, which was going to be overwhelming already, it was like, what if one of those pieces was already updated and it was no longer working like that video? I will have to go to that 60-minute video, edit that part again, render the video again, upload the video again, do the whole thing again, and make you watch the whole thing again and telling you, okay, this is no longer like it was supposed to before, so now you have to watch the whole training again, the whole hour. So it was going to be a huge, a huge setback for me as the creator, and for anyone that is the student of the training. So it was a lot easier to divide everything, and whatever that is outdated, I just pull that out of the training and then insert the new updated version of it. So it's, that was one of the reasons. And the other reason was to, I actually forgot the other reason.
Okay, let me tell you what I think is really good, because when I got the training that I found from WordPress a few years ago was exactly how you described it. It was someone who did like 45-minute videos. Right. It was okay because I put aside that chunk of time and I went through the whole thing. Yep. The problem that I found was then, say, 2 months down the line, when I wanted, like, I've just forgotten what's the difference between a plugin and a widget again, and now I have to go through the whole 45-minute audio, the tape, to try and find out where is it now, where's that little bit that I want. And on yours, if you've done it, you can just go like, that bit there, plugins, that's a 1 minute 30-second video. Go straight to it, and right, I know now. Brilliant. That's what I would have wanted. It would have saved me so much time, and I'm glad that you've done it that way. That's brilliant. Here's another thing. Sometimes you know when you're doing training, and even if you make it really easy for people, there's every now and again you just have a mental block, and you just think, I don't get that bit. Is there any way that you've got that, and people can interact with you? Say if they have a hang up on something, can people get hold of you and say, I've got a problem with this. Could you explain it again? Could you do this?
Certainly.
How can people who get your training, do they have any access to you, basically?
Yeah, absolutely. The training is going to have this private, for paying members only, Facebook group. So they are going to be interacting with other students, and obviously with me as well. So if there's anything that it's not in the training, or something that they may not quite get it, they can absolutely get in touch with me. There's a lot of marketers as well. This is what differentiates my training from other trainings too. It's that you pay in advance, and then you get the training, and then if you have questions, then you have to go through this support help desk, if you get the advantage of having at least a help desk. And normally the help desk is for technical things with the training, problems that I cannot watch this video, or I don't have audio on this, or I can find the downloads or whatever. So there's not further training, you know, and that's not my purpose with this training, because I want this to be like my main entrance to me, because WordPress is like one of those first things that every marketer has their first problems with. So I wanted to create the training, and this is my base product, and if you want to start getting to know me and everything, you can try out this training, and then you can get to me and see what kind of relationship I have with my students. So the Facebook private group, it's definitely going to be there for, I mean, I want to interact with the students. I don't want to be those kind of marketers that create a training and they set it and they forget it about it. All right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea. I don't want to hide behind a help desk at all either. So I want to actually get to know them, get to meet them. If I see a blog post or a WordPress website that I can actually help in some way, then I can say, okay, you have to do this or do that, and even take those as case studies for other members to not make those mistakes. And I want to get a really community around it. So.
Mm-hmm. Do you say anything in your training about like the various themes that you can have on WordPress? One of the things that I see people failing with over and over again is they get so excited that they've got a new blog that they actually spend months like changing the themes, and they go, oh, I can change the color, I can put a new header on, and I can do this, and there's another theme, I can change that one. And it's like they waste so much time like just making things, doing stuff that they don't need to do. And it's like you should like choose a theme, get something you like, leave it for a while, and start putting content up there. Do you teach people that?
Yeah, I absolutely teach that, and it's something, it's really funny because I actually went through that problem myself. Since I'm a bit obsessive about certain things, and even more when they are technical. You have any problems?
Just give me 1 second. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah.